Welcome back everyone, this is Eddie at JoesGE with another video. Today we'll be replacing a speaker on a Bose QC20. We'll be working on the right side today. To get started, we're going to want to take this cup off, which we're just going to heat around the edge and pry it off. I like to use low heat and low airflow. I have my airflow set at 21 and I'm at around 170 degrees. And just slowly work your way around, constantly moving so as not to damage the housing. Once we've done that, we can easily and carefully pry this speaker housing off. Be very careful as not to damage the plastic because it is very pliable. Next, we could just peel this glue away, working all the way around, and just toss this glue. Next, we can carefully from the bottom pry up on the driver, the speaker driver, removing excess glue as we go. There we go. It will be glued down on the bottom right there. So now we can unsolder the speaker driver. There will be two wires. The wires will not always be the same colors, but just take a picture so you know which wire went where. Here, the green copper is on our left and the blue is on our right. I like to add some flux just to make our job easier, cleaner, so we have a better bond with the solder. We could place our old speaker driver to the side and recycle that. And next we can grab our new replacement speaker driver, and I like to go ahead and line this notch up with this wire on this side, and we can place the speaker driver right in there. I've already added flux onto this one. So next we can grab a pair of tweezers and solder the wires back on. Now that we've got that soldered back on, we can clean up the excess glue all around. Now that we've got that out of the way, I like to use B7000. We do sell this, so if you're interested in picking some up, you can use this on many different projects, including this one. So I like to add a little bit of B7000 on the bottom here where this old glue is, just because that kind of holds the speaker down a little bit. Just a little bit. And then next, work around the edge, applying a small even layer. Now that we've met up with the other side, we can go ahead and close this back up. I find the easiest way to do this is to clip that back into place, and the easiest way is to align this line right here with the one going onto the speaker housing. Once you line that up, you can kind of close her up shut, and you could either use some sort of clamp or even a regular rubber band will do the trick to hold this secure while it dries. And now that we've had that held down, We just wait for it to dry, and within 12 hours you can take off the rubber band, and the excess glue, if any, can easily just be rubbed and peeled off. And there you go, you've successfully replaced your speaker. Again, if you need any parts, tools, they'll be linked down in the video description below. And if you do not feel comfortable doing this repair on your own, you can always send it into our repair center and we'll get it done for you. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any other videos you'd like to see, just leave that in the comment section below. We'll be happy to make them. Thanks for watching and have a phenomenal day.